Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to install Windows on multiple computers without using a USB drive. Here I have an IT lab with 25 computers and currently all of these systems are running Windows 10. Now I want to upgrade them to Windows 11. Instead of installing Windows one by one with a USB, we can install Windows on all the computers at the same time. All of these computers are connected through Ethernet cables to the same network switch. I also have a laptop here, and on this laptop we'll set up a PXE server. This laptop is also connected to the same switch, so all the devices are on the same network. Using this method, you can boot and install Windows over the network without needing separate USB drives for every computer. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright, I'm now on my laptop and I am going to make this system server machine so all the other computers can connect to it through the LAN and install Windows from it. To set this up, we need a few things on this machine. First, we need a PXE server software called Serva, and second, we need the Windows 11 ISO file. So first, open your browser and search for Vercot, then open the official website vercot.com. Then click on Server. On the left-hand side, you will see Download option. Click on Download. Serva provides two versions. One is the professional version, which is paid, and the other is the Community Edition. We'll download the Serva Community Edition. Next, we need the Windows 11 ISO file. You can download the Windows 11 ISO directly from the official Microsoft website. I already have the Windows 11 ISO file, so I won't download it again. Alright, after downloading Serva and the Windows ISO file, the first thing we need to do is extract Serva. Right-click on the Serva zip file and select Extract All, then click Extract. Once the files are extracted, select all the files and copy them. Now, go to your local disk C drive, create a new folder, name it Serva, and paste all the files there. After that, create a folder on your desktop and name it PXE_install. Now run the Server64 file. Since we are using the free Community Edition, wait a few seconds for it to load. After that, click on I am a community user and allow the application to access the network. Then click OK. Now, in the top left corner of Server, right-click and go to Settings. Then go to the TFTP tab and enable the TFTP server option. Next, in the TFTP server root directory, click on Browse, then go to your desktop where we created the PXE_install folder. Open that folder and click Select. After that, go to the DHCP tab and check the boxes for Proxy, DHCP, and BINL. Then on the DHCP server, check Bind DHCP to this address. In my case, this is my laptop's IP address because I'm connected to the local network through the switch. Now click OK to save the changes. After that, close the application and run Serva again. When Serva starts again, it will automatically create a few folders inside the PXE install directory. Let me show you. These folders are created automatically, and inside the WIA_WDS folder, we will place our Windows installation files. Now close the application again, then go to your Windows ISO file and double-click it. This will mount the ISO as a virtual drive. Next, select all the Windows 11 files and copy them using Ctrl+C. Then open the PXE install folder. Go into the WIA_WDS folder, create a new folder, and name it Windows 11 without spaces. Now open that folder and paste all the Windows installation files there. After the files are copied, the next step is to share the folder so it can be accessed over the network. To do that, right-click on the WIA_WDS folder and select Properties. Then go to the Sharing tab and click on Advanced Sharing. Check the box Share this folder and at the end of the share name, add Share after WDS. Now click on Permissions and allow full control permissions. Select Everyone, then click OK and OK again. After that, click the normal share button. In the drop-down menu, select Everyone, click Add, and set the permission level to read and write. Then finally click the Share button. Now this folder is accessible across the local network using the shared folder path. After that, close all the windows. Click on the Windows Start button, then open Settings. Go to the Network and Internet tab on the left-hand side, and here click on Advanced Network Settings. Under More Settings, click on Advanced Sharing Settings. Now make sure both private and public network discovery are turned on. Check all the boxes if any of them are unchecked. Then expand the All Networks section, turn on Public Folder Sharing, and turn off Password Protected Sharing. After making these changes, close the settings window. Now go back to your local disk C drive, where we place the server application files, and run Server 64 again. As you can see, it now says the WIA_WDS_share folder is OK. Now everything is ready, so let's move on to installing Windows on our IT lab systems. Alright, now we need to do some settings in our BIOS so the system can boot through our local network and access the Windows installation files from our laptop server machine. When the computer powers on, press the BIOS key. If you are using Dell system, then BIOS key is F2, and for HP machines, it's F10. For other manufacturers, you can quickly check the BIOS key on the internet. Once you are inside the BIOS setup, use your keyboard arrow key and find the secure boot option. If it is enabled, disable it. Next, go to System Configuration, then open Integrated NIC Settings. Here, make sure enabled UEFI network stack is enabled, and under that, select enabled with PXE. After making these changes, apply the settings and confirm by clicking OK. Now restart the computer, and during startup, press the boot menu key. From the boot menu, select onboard NIC IPv4 so the computer can boot through the Ethernet network interface. After that, you'll see a screen saying, checking media presence. Wait a few seconds, and then you'll see the server community interface. Press enter to load the Windows setup. Once it loads, it may ask for a domain username and password. In the username field, simply type everyone in username field and leave the password blank, then click connect. After that, the Windows setup process will start, and now you can install Windows just like you normally do. So that's how you can install Windows on multiple computers over the network using systems connected with a switch or router. This method is really useful for IT labs, offices, or anyone who doesn't want to use USB drives, and install Windows 1 computer at a time. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.